Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Dubai. Yvonne and I are here for 5 full days, and just for a little bit of context, if you can see that, it's Saturday the 20th of September and we left the UK last week, flew out, and we're staying here in the Middle East for a couple of days with our friends Lynn and Mark and their 2 amazing kids, and it has been fantastic just hanging out with them. Lynn is an old friend of Yvonne and I's, going back 25 years. We both lived in East Kilbride. Yvonne's mum worked, Lynn's mum worked next to Yvonne, and my dad actually worked next to Lynn's dad, but we didn't know this until much later. And Lynn and I met working for a radio station called Beat 106 in Scotland, where we used to advise them on radio shows and ideas and music selection for a while. And we became friends and we've known each other ever since. And in 2009, Lynn moved here. She lives just over my shoulder there, and we're in the Palm. We're staying in the Palm. And we've had a couple of pretty sensational days, and I'll say this if you can't already see it. Oh, it's hot here. It is hot. It's about 34 degrees right now, and it's currently just before 11 AM in the morning. And so far we have enjoyed seeing the sights of what Dubai and the Palm have to offer, as well as enjoying a boat trip yesterday. Lynn's husband, look at the sweat running off me. Oof, I'm a Scot ready to burst into flames here, I'll tell you. But Lynn's husband, who has been out here since 2007, Mark, runs a real estate business here with about 60 members of staff, and he's built an entire company and business out here over the years. And Lynn works in events. She manages the rugby sevens and the golf events out here. And they've been asking us for years, come and visit, come and visit, come and visit. And so this was the perfect opportunity for Yvonne and I to hop on a flight and do a pit stop on the way to our next destination, of which we will leave for on Tuesday of next week, which I think is the 27th if I've got that right. But yesterday, they took us out on a boat trip, a rather lovely boat, captain, a couple of members of staff and the kids. And we sailed around the Palm. We sailed around the Palm seeing the sights, and we stopped off and had a dip in the ocean, and I have to say, I've never swam in water so warm before. It was pretty stunning. It was pretty, it kind of caught me off guard a little bit. It made me a little bit emotional because we've just gone through a lot to get to this point. It's been a hell of a year and a hell of a life change from living in Northampton, going back to Glasgow, spending 2 weeks with our friends Billy and Emma. Now let me just say on that, Billy and Emma, friends of Yvonne and I for 15 years, opened their home to us, let us stay there, and we enjoyed the time there, along with their lovely dog Stella. So I just want to confirm for those panicking, the person who said that they were going to report me to RSPCA for animal cruelty, it's not my dog. We just love taking her out for a walk, but Stella isn't ours. Billy and Emma are the proud owners of Stella. He's just a very welcoming and fun dog, and would run into the room every morning, so settle down in the comments giving me hell because they think I'm being cruel leaving the pup behind. Stella's happy and in the park. Alright, so, Dubai. Why Dubai? Well, as I've just explained, we're here because our friends live here and we're here visiting. And I've never been here before, neither has Yvonne. Well, God, look at the sweat running off me. I'm going to need to hydrate, electrolytes in a minute. But to tell you the truth, I've been here once through the airport many years ago. I think 2005, 2006. And I passed through on my way to play a gig in Doha with my music partner, Yanis Plant. My artist name was Cuffed Almond Plant. Yanis was based in Cyprus. I was based in the UK. And we worked together for many years, writing records and dance tracks. And we had the opportunity to go play in Doha, so I passed through Dubai And then we did a gig in the desert in a big tent. And actually my other channel, my Cuffdam channel, first video I ever made, first video content I ever created was in the desert of Doha, where the promoters took us out for a day out. We had a kickabout in the sand dunes and they were catching crabs in the Red Sea. And that was my introduction to the Middle East. And then all these years later, I've never been back. But I also wanted to say thanks to Plant, Yanis, who signed up to my YouTube channel membership. So I saw his name pop up and I thought, well, that was a fun introduction to tell you about. And I also want to say thanks to Andy Scott and also Martin, who've also just recently signed up to our membership page. So welcome guys, thanks very much for sponsoring the channel. Now, we flew out here with Emirates. I've never flown Emirates before. I've been a British Airways loyal. Got like 250, 300,000 points to use up. But in order to fly British Airways to get here, we'd have had to go on from Glasgow back to London and then outwards. And that didn't seem like it made sense. So instead, what we did was, while we were in Glasgow, we booked with Emirates and we flew here. And I have to say, it was significantly better than British Airways have ever been. Big Airbus. I had the football on live, so I watched the Arsenal game and then I watched the Chelsea game on the headrest of the seat in front. And I actually just thought it's a million times better than British Airways. So I've signed up, become a member. If you can see that sweat on me, honestly, I will burst into dust. But yeah, so we flew here with Emirates. We left Glasgow at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon and we arrived here at 1 AM and was greeted by Lynn, taken to our lovely home, which is on the tip of or would that be the stalk of the palm? And where I am right now is I'm walking down a running track which goes down to the Dubai Mall, and she's probably going to be out passing me by in a minute or two as she comes and does her daily run down here. And I don't know how she does that because I'm absolutely baking. But I thought I would just share the news. We are in Dubai, we're in the Middle East, we're not stopping, we're just passing through like transients, saying hello and checking out their lives. Because as I mentioned in a previous video, lived in England for 13 years. I had some visitors, but not many. And I know what it's like to build a life somewhere and want people to come and see it. And so this was our opportunity to come and see their lives here in this amazing city. And I have to say, my first impressions are, it's hot as hell. But when you get inside the malls, the air conditioning or inside their home keeps you well cooled. And yesterday we had the opportunity to go out in this boat and we sailed around and in the ocean and had a little sparkling drinks, and it caught me off guard because they were like, what do you think of this? And I'm like, I had that moment where I felt like my dad, where I was just overwhelmed by the circumstances because this isn't the life that Yvonne and I lead, this is their lives, they're just sharing it with us. But they've gone above and beyond at making us feel welcome here. And I've got to say, it's really lifted my mood. It's really lifted my spirits to just be around people. As I said, Lynn and I and Yvonne have been friends for 25 years. And no matter how many years pass by that we're not in contact, as soon as you are, we know straight away that it's like just back into conversation and we align on so many different topics. And so it's been great so far. So it's Saturday today and I'm excited to see what we get up to today. Take the kids. Lynn's 2 children, aged 9 and age 7. Bailey, who's the boy, and Amber, the little girl. They find it fascinating that I make YouTube videos. So they want to make a video taste testing Mr. Beast's chocolate versus Reese's Buttercup chocolate. So I'm going to head back in a minute and do a little blind taste test with the two of them and video it for a bit of fun. And Bailey's all excited about this because he's a big Mr. Beast fan. So the opportunity to make a little clip, that's what I'm going to do next, and enjoy a coffee. And then after that, head out for the rest of the day and go for a nice meal. And last night they stopped the boat off at this beautiful restaurant, and we had a lovely dinner, a little tapas style dinner, watching the boats and the yachts pass by. I'll say this much, there's a lot of money floating around here. Okay, well, I hope that brings you up to speed in the first quick blog or vlog or whatever you want to call this. And I'm going to walk back up towards the house now and get that coffee that I so need. So thank you to all the channel sponsors, thank you to the new subscribers that have joined us here. I'll have overlaid over the top of this some footage from the last couple of days. It's the monorail going over my head. Right up there. I'm going to walk back here now inside the mall, because otherwise I will cook to death. And we'll see you in the next one. Thanks everybody. Have a great weekend.